Good morning, church family. Well, I guess you're probably wondering why I'm sitting here wearing my gaiter while I'm wearing my mask, so to speak. Well, it's because it symbolizes something, and the four-letter word that it symbolizes for me is the word love. Let me remove this so you can hear me better. It's the word love. I wear this mask because I realize that it's not going to protect me from very much. That's what they're telling us right now. But what it is going to do is it's going to protect you from me. Now, you don't need to be protected from me because I'm anybody vicious or nasty or anything like that. But we all have these nasty little things in our system called bacteria and I mean it's we are a just a regular petri dish. We're a walking petri dish. That's what we are. But in all seriousness, I can't control the things that come out of me in the sense of the viruses and the different germs that I might send out, and neither can you, neither can anybody. We can wash our hands till the cows come home, and we can wear our masks and we can maintain social distancing, but we still become infected. So, with that being said, that little charming piece of information, I want you to know that I wear the mask because I love you. It's that simple. I love my family. I love my neighbors. I love my parishioners. I love you. I have a great deal of love for the people around me. I do. That's just my nature. I don't have a single grudge against anybody. And I'm not saying I don't have a temper, but I do have this one thing that I have, and that is the word love. And I'm going to take you now to 1 Corinthians 13:1 when Paul writes of this. Paul says, "If I speak in the tongues of men or angels but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal." Oh my. How true is this? Indeed, what Paul writes in this verse is that without love, all the theological writings and all the sermons and all the Christian teaching ever taught, unless built on this foundation and funneled back to it, are without Christian credibility. They are just so much noise and annoyance. That's exactly what Paul is saying. And the church has not done itself favors over the years. Yeah, I can tell you and present you many cases when the church was not built on the foundation of love. It had nothing to do with love for them, or at least if it did, it was some convoluted version of it. No, we are given God's pure love. And that is what we are preparing for this week in the fourth week of Advent, is we're preparing in love. In 1 Corinthians 13:8, it goes on to say, love never fails. It does not fail, my friends. Let me give you a little bit of an example. For instance, I'm a little bit late doing the vlog today because I had some phone calls to make. And I haven't made some of these calls in a while. And your day goes on and you realize as you put your head down on your pillow at night that there are things that you meant to do that day and you just didn't get to. Well, one of those things was a collection of phone calls that have meant to be made over the last little while, but have not been. And I still have some more that are going to happen. And why do I make these calls and why did I put them first before this? Is because I love these people. And these people wanted to hear from me. I have concern for these folks. Okay. And the concern that I have for these folks is far more important right now than anything else that I have as a pastor. Because everything else can be wait a few minutes, but the concern I have for folks needs to be dealt with now. Friends, if you do not walk in love, well, then you are not walking with Christ. It is that simple. Anything you do that does not found itself on love is without any Christian credibility. So when you go to correct somebody or scold somebody or even condemn somebody in your judgment, and you haven't thought of the love aspect, well, you're not doing this as a Christian. You're doing this as a human being. You see, because Christians cannot do that. It's impossible. It's not even in our DNA. It's impossible for us to act as a Christian when we are not acting in love. Period. Period. God is very specific about that. You know, he finishes off that wonderful love, but that convicting love uh, uh, message that Paul writes in 1 Corinthians 13. You know, the one that you read on all the placemats and the napkins and the calendars. You know, love is patient, love is kind, and it's funny because my daughter says, "I, Dad, you can't get past the patient part." But anyway, these are the things that convict us as Christians. These are he did not write these words in all gushy, fuzzy, warm stuff. He was angry when he wrote that because he was angry at the church. He was disappointed in the church in Corinth, and he was calling them out. He was telling them what they needed to be able to be a church, and that was the word love. And he ends this letter with, and now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Well, the greatest of these is without without question, because when we compare these to God, does God have faith? No, he's God. Does he have hope? No, again, he's God. But does he have love? Well, friends, God is love. He is love. And he asks us to found everything that we do on that love. The foundation to the buildings that we build is love. The brick that is laid as the cornerstone is not a brick that is thrown, it is a brick of love. Any metaphor you want to say in the church does not have any credibility unless it comes back to love. So I say that to you today, and I say that to you as one who truly loves you. I do. I love the people that I know in church, and for those of you who are tuning in here, and I've gotten to know some of you, and some of you are friends that I've known for years. I truly love you, and I hope that that love is mutual. Okay, it's not a love like I love my wife, or one would love their spouse. This is a love like one would love their neighbor, and this is a love that's called agape love. And friends, I wish you these four things. I wish you I wish you hope, and I wish you peace, and I wish you joy, and I wish you love. My Advent wish for you. And I do this as one who truly loves you, as does God. God loves you so much. So until tomorrow, you know, I love you as I do every day, and I wish you good health, and I wish you safety and peace. Goodbye till then.